Now, with summer just around the corner, many of us will be dusting off our boats and kayaks in the hope of hitting the water sometime soon.
But for many of us, it's been a long time since we were last out. So what do you need to know before it's safe to return to the water?
Friends Sean and Dan are experienced kayakers.
I've probably paddled about 12 or 13 times.
I'm the same, 12 years.
And they know the most predictable thing about the sea is its unpredictability. Something they were reminded of on a recent expedition north of Piha.
The waves were big and powerful, so as we were going over the whitewater, we could feel, being pushed from side to side. And eventually, at one point, Sean got caught and just thrown backwards, back on his boat, upside down, and basically sucked out.
When I was waving goodbye to my kayak, I thought the end was nigh.
Sean did eventually come out in the wash.
Without a life jacket just to hold him up and catch that whitewater to move back in towards the beach, he was getting tired pretty quickly.
Teamwork, training, and a flotation device turning a turbulent tale into a story of survival. And for more on this, we're joined by Maritime New Zealand and Safer Boating spokesperson Matt Wood. Lovely to see you tonight, Matt. What is the key to a safe water experience?
Yeah, it is all about knowing the ways of the water before you let go of the land, and that means following the boating safety code. So wear your life jacket, take at least 2 waterproof ways to call for help, check the marine weather, avoid alcohol, and skipper responsibility.
And Matt, what are the stats showing us?
Yeah, the latest stats show there are about 2 million Kiwis involved in recreational boating, and tragically 22 people lost their lives on the water last year.
And from your research, who tends to be most at risk?
Yeah, the most at risk are males over 45. It often occurs to people in small vessels. They're often close to shore, and sometimes capsize happens with no notice, which is why wearing life jackets is so important.
Tell us about the campaign launched today, Matt.
Yeah, today was all about the New Zealand Safer Boating Forum getting together to raise awareness of recreational boating safety ahead of the busiest time of the year.
And what are you hoping we'll all take away from this?
Look, I think a big takeaway is how much you can do on the land to keep yourself safe on the water. So, have a life jacket. Is it the right type? Is it in good condition? If it's an inflatable, have you had it serviced? Carry communication devices, but do they work where you're going? Do you know how to use them? If you've got an emergency beacon, have you registered it? Check the marine weather, but if you don't know how to interpret the forecast for the area you're going, it's not going to be much good to you.
Thank you so much, Matt. All the best.
Thanks, team.
Yeah, Matt, with some wonderful messages there, a lot of common sense. Also, it's important to think about your attire when you're out on boats. Obviously, I've seen a lot of people wearing jeans on boats. I think, why on earth would you be wearing